talk about a beer.
Hoppy beer.
We're drinking some space dust today.
Space dust.
Space
What did we
dust.
decide? Elysian?
Elysian. Apologize if we're wrong, but that's what we got.
Space dust. I've seen this stuff before, but I, as not a very hoppy guy with, a hop
Puking out
something, other hops.
Space dust.
Space dust.
Puking out space dust.
All right.
But it's from Seattle, right?
I think I saw this from Seattle. I have 8.2 by volume here. I am not looking forward to this beer, but we're going to go for it.
Should we crack them open?
May as well. Oh. That thing was on there.
Okay. It was on there.
Cheers.
Here we go. Space dust. I like it.
This is your kind of a beer here.
Yeah, I love IPAs. Like, the hoppier, the better.
Wow.
It's kind of like coffee, where it's like an acquired taste.
I guess.
I can't drink coffee, and you can drink coffee.
I love coffee.
And I can drink space dust, and you can't
drink space dust. Wow. That was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
So you've never had this beer?
Mm-mm.
I've had this beer. It's been a couple years at a bar, but I've never bought it in the bottle to bring home.
Is this?
I kind of like it.
I mean, once you get past the hoppiness, I guess it's good.
It's not any more hoppy than like a High Life.
Yeah. You're already burping. That might have been. Wow.
That might have been the Miller Lights I had before this.
Okay.
Looks like you're having a hard time choking it down.
I am. But I'll get through it. I mean, I'm not going to dump out a beer. I mean, come on. Who would do that? Right?
Yeah. What a waste. How's the weather?
It's nice. It's supposed to cool off in a little bit, but
to like 70.
Yeah, we're gonna touch like the 50s this week. It's gonna be great. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It was like 12 degrees when I went to work this morning. How many times have you had to scrape your windshield this year?
The better question would be, how many times have I had to scrape my windshield since I lived in Florida?
Once.
I personally have not had to scrape my windows. So that was, 2005? So that's quite a long time without scraping your window.
13 years without scraping your window.
Yeah. So I remember when I moved here, I had the eye scraper in like the back pocket, like the, behind your seat, and there's the pockets,
Yeah.
And our stepbrother, Mikey, I was taking him somewhere, and he reached in and he grabbed it. He goes, "What the hell is this thing? What do you use this for?"
Dude, that's what your wife said when I asked her if she knew what one was. She's like, no.
I taught her, if you do need to scrape your windshield, you can just use an old credit card or something, because it's not like you're going to have, quarter-inch ice on your windshield. You can just
turn on the wipers most of the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'd probably work. People in Florida will literally pour warm water on their windshield, which is an awful idea. I mean, it works fine. it works because I mean it's not like it's really cold, you know, it's just enough to get some
Yeah.
frost. You do that where you are,
It's not
you're
12 degrees.
you're gonna crack your window and then it's just gonna freeze on top of it. So
Yeah.
that would not be a good idea.
They say vinegar, like a vinegar water mixture, will help, and it won't freeze or crack your windshield. I just
I
use
would
the old scraper.
oh it's awful.
So should we think about rating this beer?
Oh yeah, let's talk about our rating system. So we have three
Three
categories.
three categories.
We got drinkability, we got flavor, and we have value, right?
Yep.
I don't remember how much I paid for this beer. I think it was
I paid,
on maybe like $12, I think, for
I think
six.
I paid $10.99.
I think it was about 12.
So it's a little pricier than most of the craft beers out there. I like to stay about the $10 range, but a buck or two, not a huge deal if it's a good beer.
And you got yours from the grocery store?
Yep.
Because I wonder, you know, where you're getting your beer, if that varies the price too, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know about where you live because all you have is liquor. Well, you can buy beer in the grocery
I can
store,
buy
right?
it in the
Just
grocery store.
hard liquor.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't know the difference in pricing between a liquor store and a grocery store. What they do, the prices of the beer.
Well, we know what the flavor is going to be for me. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not really my cup of tea per se.
You're not going to rush out and buy another 6-pack.
No, which is our fourth category of would I buy it again? I'm not going to buy this again.
Kind of like the dinosaur.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like kind of good, but not worth buying it
I like
again.
the dinosaur much better than this beer.
Really? I think this one's better than the dinosaur. I had a tough time. I finally drank my last one a couple nights ago, and it was
But
tough.
at least with the dinosaur, it starts off really good. You know, like
Yeah.
that first sip was just like, dinosaur beer. I love how we just call it dinosaur beer. Its actual name.
Pseudo Sue.
Pseudo Sue, yeah, Pseudo Sue, the dinosaur beer.
And this is the Puking Hops beer.
The Puking Hops beer.
I mean, you got to give it that. That is kind of a cool label.
It is. I mean, it's definitely grabs your eye,
Yeah.
gets attention. But for my taste, the flavor's like a 2, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go with like, I don't know if I want to go with 3 or 4, somewhere in between. Probably a 4. And it's pretty good.
I will say, to me, like normally a beer like this, like I have a hard time drinking it just because I'm like, I don't like, but I'm going back to the bottle. So the drinkability's got to be good, right?
Yeah. If you're just sipping on this beer, it's pretty good. I'm probably drinking it too fast.
Yeah, I'm already.
I got it down below the label.
Yeah, we are really on the same page as far as how quickly we drink a beer.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not super easy to drink. It's just more of a sipping beer, you know?
Sure, I'm not gonna.
Sitting at the bar and sip it, not pounding them down like the Miller Lights.
Right.
The Tank 7 that we did is probably more drinkable, but I'd say that this is more drinkable than the dinosaur beer.
I don't remember what I rated dinosaur beer.
Either do I. But I know I'm
I
never buying dinosaur beer again.
maybe we'll buy some just for old time's sake, like the next time we hang out.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, drinkability. I'll give it a 3. It's good. I can contain.
It'll
I'm
get you
going down
drunk.
good.
At 8.2, it's going to get you drunk.
I love that you think drinkability is synonymous with is it going to get you drunk?
Well, sometimes you want to get drunk and sometimes you don't.
Well,
If you're the DD, then don't drink 2 of these things.
it depends on how long. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
across 3 hours, I'm thinking you can probably drink 2 of these and be just fine.
Don't drink 2 in a row real quick and expect to go behind the wheel.
So what are you saying? Drinkability.
Oh, I'd say a 3. So I got a 3 on drinkability and a 4 on flavor.
Yep.
Or no, yeah.
That's why, I mean, you can change
we
it.
didn't even talk about flavor, did we?
Okay, it's only 8.2, Tony. I mean,
I thought we just talked value.
no, we haven't. We
never.
kind of talked value, but we didn't give our scores for value yet.
Okay. So I got a 3 on drinkability and a 4 on flavor.
Yes, and I have a 2 on flavor and a 3 on drinkability.
So what about value? You're probably pretty low on that one.
You know, and here's the thing on our beer reviews, it's not even necessarily, a user guide. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, this is me rating a beer as I drink it. So as far as a value, I'm looking at my value. So I'm going to give it a 2 because I'm not going to get much out of this other than like catch a buzz if I drink a couple.
Yeah, it's not worth $12 to you.
No, I could spend $12 on a lot of different things before I buy one of these.
A 9-pack of Miller Lite, 16 ounces.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, the burps aren't good on that. That's not good.
I think I am going to give it. I'll give it a 3. Because I think that there's just as good IPAs out there that I can get for $8 on sale.
But do they have
$9.
Do they have a cool logo though?
No, they're not as cool as that. Which you almost think like the cooler the okay, here's where we've been. The cooler the logo, the less we like the beer.
That's
so maybe
true.
These beers that are coming up short are just trying to sell us on their logo.
So maybe next
cool
week
beer bottle.
We need to find the most boring, like just
some plain label beer that
right.
The white can with the black words that says beer.
Right, exactly. Government beer or something. So yeah, that's a trend. The cooler the logo, the shittier the beer.
Yeah. I think that's how the wine business survives is you have to have a cool bottle for people to try it,
Well, that's true because I mean the same as with beer too. Like if you're just walking down the aisle somewhere, how are you going to know what beer or wine to buy?
Yeah. Cool label.
Yeah.
Or a cool name like Space Dust.
I was trying to figure out why they call it Space Dust. I couldn't really figure out anything.
Yeah, I looked at their website and they say, oh, we brew a whole bunch of different kind of beers, but this is the only beer I've ever seen from this brewery.
The hopping is pure Starglow energy with Chinook to bitter and late and dry additions of Citra and Amarillo. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Like, is that what makes people buy beer? Is that little... Well, you keep popping out there. I don't know what's going on with your signal.
It's
You
because my
still
wife is calling me. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna get in trouble?
She's gonna be like, "Why did you decline my call?"
You'd be like, I was drinking a beer with my brother.
Yeah.
She'll understand. Just hopefully it's
Hopefully.
not an emergency.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
You know, my wife and I hardly ever talk on the phone, like ever. Uh-oh, is she calling again?
I'm just gonna text her real quick.
So
But
my wife and I hardly ever talk on the phone, like maybe like 5 times a year. And I'll never forget, and I will always be in trouble for this. One of the one times she called me is when she got in a car accident, and I didn't even see the phone call because I was just driving. I didn't see the phone. And I get a voicemail. You know, sometimes you see a voicemail, like you didn't even see a call or something. She's like, yeah, I got in a car accident. Kind of need you to come pick me up. So hopefully you see this." And I just don't talk on the phone.
yeah, my I guess I talk to my wife every once in a while. I said when you work at a grocery store, like every single night when I get off of work, it's like, "What's for dinner?" She's like, "I don't know. What do you want?" I'm like, "I don't know. You've been at home all day. What do you want?" She's like, "You've been in a grocery store all day. What do you want?" So I ended up calling her and be like, "Seriously, you got to tell me what you want right now because I'm done with work and I need to go shop." And she's like,
Is,
"Whatever you want."
is that what you do though? Like you get done with work and you just shop for dinner?
Yeah. I walk out of there with at least $20 worth of groceries every single day.
See, we plan our meals all week. So, Sunday afternoon when we go to the grocery store, we have everything we need for the whole week.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense if you didn't work at a grocery store.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
they say, "Oh, make a list and plan for the whole week and you'll save money." Well, like what's going to save me money is just buying everything that day because nothing goes
You're not
bad.
going to
I
waste
only,
anything.
yeah, I only buy what we need that night.
It's a good point.
But if you don't work at a grocery store, it's kind of crappy to go to the store every single day.
Yes. I used to do that. Like, oh, I'm going to buy what I need today. But yeah, I save
Yeah,
money.
I usually end up at the store on my day off too.
Well, that's just silly.
Yes.
So, are you going to buy this beer ever again?
If I'm in a bar, I'd think about it, but I don't think I'd buy a 6 pack again. It's
So,
not that amazing.
I'll count that as a yes, though. Like, you will seek this out on a menu at a bar.
Yeah. If there's nothing else that intrigues me, I would buy this. Would you?
No, I'm good.
What if I bought you one at a bar?
Well, I'm
Would you
not
be
buying it. I mean, I
but
drink
would you
it.
be disappointed that I didn't buy you something else and not tell me? Be like, "Shoot, I really wish you would have bought me that other one."
Well, let's think about this because I don't think you've ever actually bought me a beer at a bar.
Usually you're the one buying.
I usually buy at the bar. You're right. The last beer that Tony bought me was a Kirkland Light, I think.
Yeah, that was good. We should try that one.
God, that was awful. Oh,
It's pretty good for what it is.
how much is it? You get like
You
36
get like
cans for like $8 or something.
it's a 48 pack, I think.
48 beers.
For like the same price as a 24 pack.
I mean, 48 beers. That's like buying a keg. Like
Yeah, for $20.
I
Dude, they
think
haven't had it.
like I wonder if there are like fraternities who get their Costco membership just so they can get Kirkland. I mean,
I know.
long term, it would probably be a good investment.
Dude, my Costco hasn't had it for a while. I hope they didn't like discontinue it.
They might. Well, we should look into that.
We should.
we should research if Kirkland Light is out of existence.
Dude, what is the possibility of shipping beer? Can you ship beer?
Yeah, you can ship beer. I think you have to declare it as alcohol, which then you have to have it be signed for.
Really?
Because, for example, you're a good kid, so I'm not, if I ship you beer and they know it's beer, they can't like hand it to Owen and say, "Hey, here you go."
Okay. So if I shipped you beer, it'd be a little harder because you're not home during the day. You'd have to go to the post office to pick it up.
You could ship it to my work.
But if you ship me beer, my wife is home all day long and can sign for
Right. What, you want me to ship you some beer?
it.
I'll look into how much
Maybe.
that costs. Because, I
Yeah.
mean, how great, you would be the happiest guy in the entire world if I could ship you some High Life.
Yeah, if we reviewed High it'd be good.
That would be the best day of your life. Like, second to your kids being born and, getting married. Probably the day that a High Life arrives on your doorstep.
Yeah. Dude, why is my phone already dying?
I don't know. Probably because you have a 8-year-old iPhone.
Maybe.
But all right, so going back to the reviews, flavor of Space Dust. I give it a 2. Baldy over here gives it a 4.
I gave it a
Drinkability.
4, I think.
Drinkability.
Three.
We're even on the 3. Value. I gave it a 2. That's more of a personal opinion, I think. This guy gave it a 3.
3.
And I'm not going to buy it again. Not saying I'll never drink it again, but I will.
Yeah.
I
I'll
won't buy
only
it
buy it at a bar. I won't buy a 6-pack in the store.
All right. Well, there you have
All
it. That's the Elysian Space Dust.
Elysian.
Elysian.
Space Dust.
IPA. Space Dust. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I need to find out what I'm going to do with 5 more of these.
You'll drink them.
Maybe I'll need like a to hold the door open or something. That might work. All right. So next week we're going with a boring label. It's just flat, nothing.
Yes, we'll just find a regular old beer.
Yes. Sounds good to me. Thanks for having a beer with me, dude.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
See you later.